Yo, crypto nation and mining family. Crypto nation and mining family. What's going on? Of course, like always, it's not financial advice. Yo, crypto nation and mining family. What's going on out there? So this one that we're going to be digging into today is going to be a little bit of that Raven coin. Going to be testing out their test net on Kawpow, which will be Kawpow, but with Raven coin's little twist on it, of course, right? So without any further ado, let's dig in, guys. So bam, this is my AMD rig. And then let me make sure I've got this set up. Okay, perfect. And then this is my NVIDIA rig. They are both currently mining Beam, including the CPU on this rig is also mining some Monero since it's just sitting there, right? Mine as well. So I've already kind of pre-configured it just to make sure that I was able to do it in both sides. So I will go through the steps that I took to get it to actually mine, and then we'll play around with some of the overclocks on this and see if I can what we can max out on these, since we're gonna pit AMD against NVIDIA on Kawpow. Yo, let's dig in. So I don't want to show exactly what I got sitting here opened up on this screen here, so let's go ahead and I'm gonna flip it over like this, and we're just gonna run it so that I don't have to really worry about this at all. And bam. Alright, cool. So if you're using 580's, unfortunately I tried to do this on hash rate. I don't know, it doesn't look like it has all the miners on there that I was trying to find for this. As soon as I figure out how to do it on hash rate, I'll drop a video if you guys want to test it out on hash rate. So first off, you'll have to set up a testnet wallet. So I've actually got a donation wallet that I grabbed. So this isn't even my wallet, even if it gets shown. It has nothing to do with me. So you come into here, select Raven coin, go to the donation wallet. Whenever you pick out the pool, thanks to Bits Be Trippin', he was saying that Minermore is supporting testnet on there. You can test it out through them, and he shared the information with me. So if you guys are looking for any of that stuff, certainly I'll have some of the information down below, of course. Anything else, guys, hop into the Discord and hit me up personally in there, and I'd be more than happy to help you out. Picking out Minermore, you have to go back into there and you're going to have to configure the pool, and it's got an advanced configurations on there. This is the main net, okay? This is what they're currently still working on. This is their test net down here. This is what I will leave down below, this information. This is the test net. This is all you need, and it doesn't really, for test net purposes, it doesn't really matter which pool you actually point your stuff to. You're just kind of testing out your rigs and what they can actually do. So then you would come into here, apply, and then as you see, it doesn't really show all the miners. Some of the miners that are in the list, once you show all that are for AMD, do support testnet on this, guys. So I know G minor does. So G minor will. And let's see here. And B minor will also support NVIDIA and AMD on that. So we're gonna go into here, and you're gonna, you would apply update or configure. After you do that, after you, it's like, actually no, sorry, there was one other thing that needed to be done. You needed to go into here before I forget. This will normally have, this would have had nothing in here because it wouldn't have been a normal miner. So I had to go into the drop down and find Kawpow right here. And of course I would have had to selected that. This was empty. If you come here, this is where I got the templates for it. So wallet, worker, name, and then the stratum. So it'll do the stratum before your URL. So you don't have to worry about putting it all in there. Password X, good to go. Apply changes. And then you would just hit configure after that point. I'm just gonna go ahead and back up out of here. And let's go ahead and play with this. So coming off of Beam, or actually not Beam, I'm sorry, that's with my NVIDIA rig. Coming off of Ethereum Classic with this, I have the Ethereum Classic overclock on here right now, and it seems to have gotten all of these bad boys between 11.08 to 11.14 mega hash. So, and yes, they're going into mega hash because this is going to be like an Ethereum based algorithm. So that's actually kind of interesting how snappy it is right off the bat. Oh, we got one settling in at 10.75. Now I wonder how much I can, like, what I can lean on and what I can't with these. Now these are Asus ROG Strix RX 580's, all 8 of them, and they have various memory in there. So some have SK Hynix and some have Samsung. Now the Samsungs, actually, I don't have to push them on the overclock so hard to get them up there, but they definitely don't like to hang out with the just hammering it with it. I don't know if I'm just not supplying it with enough voltage. That could be it. I'm more of an NVIDIA person, so I know how they are. The AMDs, I've just kind of learned how to do a lot of this stuff, just playing around with it and watching them crash a little bit here and there. Crashing is okay. It just means you got to dial it back a little bit. So let's dig into this very first one here and see what I can do to this. So I'm gonna put this at 1150. We're gonna apply that. Just gonna go ahead and apply that stuff. Alright, it's been applied, and let's see what it does. Okay. Good. 1150, didn't do nothing. Oh, we got a little bit more hash out of it. Putting up the core by like 20. All right. Let's see if I can go up a little bit higher than that. Let's do let's just do 1175. Let's see at what point in time it'll crash the rig out. I mean, it's like really drinking the power too. Holy cow. 125 watts? Wow. It's like drinking it like a crazy straw. Now, I had it on Ethereum Classic, guys. These things were hovering between 90 to 95 watts each. Getting like 30 and a half to like 31 and a quarter. Because, you know, hash rates just kind of fluctuate around a little bit, but holy cow. That is an insane amount of power. And I really didn't get much of a bump for putting that up. So let's try bumping the memory on this a little bit here. So let's bump it up by 50. Why? Let's see how this likes this. It's my crashed rig, guys. Not sure. Not sure. Alright, so that did not help it looks like. So this likes more core. We'll try 2150. Let's see what happens when I hit it. Booted. Oh, she does not like the extra memory. I just took off a full mega hash by adding 50 on the core. So we'll pull that back 50. See what happens now. She obviously did not like that one bit. So I found the threshold on the SK Hynix. Wait for it to boot back up over here. Come on. Holy cow. The whole rig looks like it's being negatively hit now. Because I'm playing with the very first card. It's dangerous, guys. Sometimes you might have to restart the rig when you're playing with the very first one. Sometimes. Sometimes you also gotta wait for a couple of rotations on everything to make sure that it's booted up all the way at full capacity. Looks like it's still warming up. Wattage is starting to come up on them now. I almost want to pull up the dashboard for it, take a look and see what it's actually doing in real time. Go. There we go. 11:51. Yep, it's just warming up. Just get that out of my face. So now that it's warming up over here, it sure takes it a hot minute to warm up. I wonder if I can hit it now with oh wow, look at that, it's like really turning into be the winner now. So I wonder if I can hit it with more core. I don't know if it wants more core or if it wants more power. Probably wants more power, but I'm gonna try to give it more core. Just give it a 10. See if it'll take. And I will be adding my numbers to Bitsby Trippin's chart. Anything, that's why some of the reasons why I'm wanting to test all this stuff out tonight. It's just because I can add in maybe a card or two that he does not have. Ooh. With what particular memory it also had too. So thankfully I've got two different kinds of memory to be able to test out here. Let's see what it does. So at what point in time do we not have a good enough of a trade-off here? So 1175 and 2100 on SK Hynix seem to have gotten me the highest. I almost got 12 mega hash. Let's see what happens when this bad boy warms back up here. I am using more wattage on this card for sure. Alright, and come on. Come on. The rest of them, maybe that first card really does affect the rest of the rig that badly if it's off just a little bit. It was higher. 1174 was higher. That's for sure. Now it's consistently hitting. And it's like affected the rest of the rig too. Oh, that's kind of wild, actually, to see that. 1138 consistently. Alright. So let's bring that back down to here. Since we know that made a difference, actually. So let's see if we can get it back into that sweet zone. So I'm thinking at this point, it probably you play with the voltage to get it to go harder or not. I don't know. So generated a new kernel, bam. Now it should be all warming back up. A couple cycles of this. You can tell it's not warmed up too because it's not sucking the juice up. It sure takes it a second to kind of warm up on this algorithm. This is taking a little bit longer. Oh, there we go. Ah, there we go. Now it's starting to use the power. There we go. Yeah, now the hash is starting to come up on it. Yep. Sure does take a second to ramp up. Oh my god. Slowly. It's like, holy cow. This is like painfully slow to watch ramp up. Holy cow. You get different time rates of how quickly it ramps up or not. Holy cow. Almost makes me want to reboot the rig or something. 'Cause it was hitting a little harder just a second ago with this exact overclock on it. All the rest of them seem to be settling down low. Because really, without touching the rest of them, they're all over the place with their hash too. Now I'm hitting into the 11s with that card one now. It just flipped into it. I wonder if this thing has still got the multiple algorithms on it. Yeah, definitely drinking more power with it. Fidelity is just a little gotten easier, it looks like. Yeah. So the intensity is lightening up on my cards. It causes them to increase hash over time? I don't know. I wanna do the next card then. Let's pick a Samsung now that I've done an SK Hynix. Put 2000 on that memory and 1175 and whatever. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. I only configured it enough to say it threw hash down. That's interesting. These two cards down here are really getting impacted by me overclocking them. Oh, we had a dropout. We got a dropout here, guys. Oop, did I catch the rig in time? It might have crashed. It just might have crashed. Not sure here. We're gonna find out. I might have caught it in time. Might not have. Oh, it looks like I caught it. Oh, I might have caught it. I might have saved it. Oh, I got a submitted share. I saved it. Yeah. That was a close one. Oh. And you're still dropping out. So... where do I have the rest of you guys at? 11:30. So you don't like 1175. So let's try 1150 on you. Let's say you can at least handle a light overclock on you. still rocking and rolling. You might have just like completely foiled. So we'll go ahead and just reload the miner in real fast since I completely dropped out that card. Alright. That should make this stop, I would think. Maybe not. Might not have worked. Alright. Reboot. Womp womp. I was afraid of that one. It's Linux. It dropped the driver. Even if it's Windows, if it's AMD, you drop a driver, just reboot it. You're gonna fight yourself. Just reboot it. Let's go ahead and fire back up the Hive shell start on this. Man, I think I'm gonna make this as a two-part video. The amount of time I'm spending with this AMD rig here. Alright, so she's booting back up. Awesome. Well, we got a accepted share. That's a good sign. And as you see here, it does say DAG file. But I don't know how they're allocating the DAG file for this. If they're actually mining in it or not. No idea. Alright. Unaccepted share. Bunch now. There we go. Oh, cancel. I don't want to do that. I want to do that. That's what I want to do. Alright. Oh, popped ankle. Yes. Oh, come on. This is a slow ramping up algorithm. Holy cow. I wonder if just adding some more power to one of them would actually make the difference. They're starting to ramp up a little bit more. Alright, cool. So we're gonna try you. Yeah. 985 millivolts. It's just an extra 10 millivolts. It's in a cool spot. It's got enough airflow around it. It can handle this for a moment or two. Come on. Do it now. Come on. Alright, so starting to ramp up a little bit faster now. Come on. Man, who would have thought doing this through Hive OS would take this long to try to figure out an overclock? Wow. It like doesn't want to ramp up all the way now. Come on. Anytime. Because now that I've just upped the millivolts on the core, which will allow the overclock to go a little bit higher, actually. I bet you that's messing with it. Yeah, all of them won't come up now. Almost like they're being hard capped. Come on, see them to print. Oh yeah. They're cheesy. So I wonder if I just leave the stock overclock on this that I had for Ethereum, which would have been the 1130. I just never watched it like ramp up all the way on this. see what it does. Let's see what it does. Let's have it share now so we know that we didn't freeze up the miner. Cool. I was worried because I was playing with it a lot. That sometimes you lock up the miner a little bit doing that. Oh, come on. Man, I hope it boots up faster on Simple Miner OS, which I'm gonna do next. I can't get it to go on hash rate, like I said. I'll have to play with that some more. I wasn't able to. It looks like they've got it kind of there, but it's kind of not there at the same time, so. Accidentally right-clicked. That's interesting. It dropped a card. Maybe I dropped it because I was sitting there searching it too much. Whoopsie. I might have crashed the miner out a little bit. Oh well. There we go. Is that not the one that I wanted to do? Suspect. Oh, no. Yes. That's the one there. Oopsie. That's why it changed up the whole miner the way it did. I went to the wrong one. Uh-oh. Let's try that again. As you can see, T-Rex didn't like it either. Oh, this isn't the right one either. How many of these bad boys did I make? Oh, that's right. This has got like everything. Oops. Wrong one. That won't execute either. There we go. Oh yeah. It absolutely does not like this one now. Why? That's fine. Reboot. I'll just reboot the rig. So I did snap photos of everything. Yeah, I had it all back to the original position, so it was mining before. So it's something in the rig itself. The OS probably crashed out for GPU 3. Said reboot. Why are you not rebooting? Don't say you hung up on me all the way now. It should require me to get up. There we go. That's better. Alright, we got hash on almost everything. But number 2 on its slot, or number 3, is actually showing hash. So, oh yeah, just needed a good reboot. Boom. Awesome. Holy cow. Come on. Drum roll. Come on, go a little faster. It's definitely one that rewards you for just leaving it there. this algorithm does not win any land speed records. Generating open new CL kernel. Hash rate's starting to pick back up again. Oh, we're in the 10s now. We broke out of the 9s. Yay! Can we get into the 11s? Anymore. Which puts us at a total of 82.52 with 8 cards on here, running in the Ethereum mode. What kind of wattage is it trying to use? So the wattage has calmed down a little bit on it. We're not breaking too much higher, but we are way higher. We're like 25 watts a card higher now. I'd be really interested in how this algorithm is actually working on the backside. It really helped tune cards. Because now it's looking like it's on a harder algorithm and the hash just dropped. That is very unique. The wattage dropped down on it too. I bet you this thing is still switching algorithms on the backside. It's just not public. It's not making it public now. I wonder if it has anything to do with this OpenCL kernel thing and this fidelity. Weird. Now they all just kind of flatlined. 9.318. This is weird. How in the world am I supposed to tune this? Good, I'm just gonna do it. Let's see what it is. So it did increase the hash a little bit. It should now be the, yep, now most hard-working card I got. And it doesn't like the Samsung memory one, does not like to be just hit. It's almost like my Samsungs are like duds. They're BIOS modded too, so I don't know what's wrong with them. Alright, here, so we'll try hitting you at 40. I wonder if I just like even them out equally. Just play with the core only. So, you know, the SK Hynix can handle that. Samsung just seem to not be able to handle, at least mine don't handle like getting hit. Looks like my SK Hynix are the lottery winners out of mine. They're not like the Sapphire Blue Nitros. Now those are good cards. Alright, so bam. I wonder if it's hitting the way that it hits the cards. If I get them to go a little faster. I have a little kitty here trying to stalk my lap. Oh, results may vary. But I just got this thing really hashing away now. Oh, we finally got one to crack over 12 mega hash. There we go. We got 12 mega hash on one card. Oh. Kitty, kitty. Oh, we got 12.28. Oh, 12.3. Oh, we're in the 12s. Kitty, kitty, you okay? So awesome. Get that out of the way. Oh, get that out of the way. I don't care about that right now. $12.45. Oh yeah. We got sweet spots. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take a picture of this so that I've got, man. So I got something to reference at all times. That's kind of what I do when I'm like working on cars. I'm taking something apart for the first time. I take pictures of it as I'm pulling it apart, and then I do it so I got references to put it back together on. Always helps. So it looks like I have massively got her into the 12s. Now it's kind of interesting that it took me kind of ramping up all of them a little bit to get them up there. And it was mostly the SK Hynix that was wanting it, that helped push the cards over that far. Now I'm just kind of curious if it holds here. So we got a few cycles of it now. And if it drops back down, that'll also let me know if there's another algorithm. Because once a cards warm up on an algorithm, they usually maintain that hash relatively close to where they're at. They don't just suddenly drop off unless they're mining on something new. Ooh. See if we can fill this whole screen up with them at over 12. Because if so, we have a winner with some of this stuff. Excellent. So far, she's staying in the 12s. Oh yeah, almost. I just want to make sure she ain't gonna drop hash now. Really curious. Come on. Oh yeah, there we go. Full screen of them all at 12 up. We have a new open kernel. Let's make sure for one more round here before I call it. Oh, look at that. We're starting to drop hash rate. Check that out. Now I'm curious to see if it keeps on dropping hash. Oh, check that out. It's dropping hash rate. Oh, would you look at that? Oh yeah, she's like massively dropping hash right now. Oh yeah, she's still dropping hash rate. And I've got no rejected shares. You can see that right here. 0 rejected. 143 shares submitted. It looked like it bottomed out there. See if it recovers now. It's just weird to look at the Kawpow for Raven, the new Raven coin, because it's not like the old algorithm where it would show you the different algorithms that it was including. So with the way that they've got it set up here, you can't tell. Check that out, it just went into the tens. Right after a new open kernel. Oh yeah, dropped hash rate again, right after an open kernel. Right after it generated a new OpenCL kernel. Interesting. Tasty. And it changes the fidelity too. All the fidelity numbers are all different. Oh yeah. So I wonder if this is how they're playing with it, is through these fidelity numbers. I would need somebody to explain what I'm looking at here. Somebody who's understood the software behind this a little bit more than me, instead of being somebody who understands how to make the hardware run on it. Because it makes it really hard to tune your cards if they're fluctuating around like this still, and you're kind of just like guessing and just like hitting them until they crash. I think it has something to do with this fidelity changing. I bet you this is like an intensity. And every round it changes the intensity on it. Sometimes it's in favor of the card, sometimes it's not. It's the only thing I can think of. But if that's the case, dude, man, my cards are running way hotter now on Kawpow. I mean, I know that Raven coin didn't really care about being how much wattage you used down there, but man, this is running getting the cards a lot warmer. You can see that I'm in the 60s with this stuff, so yeah, it's a lot warmer of an algorithm for sure. It wants to drink power, guys. So with that being said, it does look like it does switch. I'll do some more testing on this. Just to kind of further validate, and I'll also ask a few other people that might know on the inside, that, you know, just so they can explain the algorithm a little bit more to me. That would be awesome. This way, because like if you can understand how the algorithm works, it's easier to overclock your card if you know what you're looking at. And that stuff is, you know, crucial, because as I'm sitting here talking right now, it's dropping down in mega hash, and I haven't done anything to it. And that was kind of how you can tell when something was like switching algorithms a lot. So you know, the Raven 16R with 16 different algorithms, kind of all snowballed together. So it acts like it's doing the same thing, but I think it's not. I don't know. I don't think it's mining on multiple algorithms. I don't think so. It could be. I could be wrong. But again, I'll dig into that and figure out that information for you guys. And definitely, if you stuck around this long, smash that Lizzy like button, guys. Subscribe, hit the bell notification if it is off, so you know whenever I'm dropping new videos, guys. And stay tuned to the next one, guys, too, because I'm going to be going all over NVIDIA with this, and do kind of like that heads up on there of which one can mine better, NVIDIA or AMD, on that Kawpow. Bam! With that, guys, I'll see you on the next one.